What is up, all? I'm out here with the Ancheer. Okay, there it is, the Ancheer 14. And we got the, speedometer going here, and it's, what is it, 46 degrees. As you see in the parking lot, there's nobody here except one dude right there and me. So two dummies. There's two dummies here. Me and whoever the hell this guy is. I think I'm gonna hit the pot before I leave. But anyway, we're all here on the trail. I was gonna go to the city thing today, but I just didn't feel like going over there. Damn, the first 2-3 miles is so potholy. So I don't know. Anyway, so we're gonna go to Sutersville with this. We should make it there. The range on this was 16.9 miles, so 17 miles was the range, so we should be able to make it to Sutersville without much of an issue. But we're gonna find that out. You know, the trail, it's not as, mileage is not as good, the ground's softer, so it uses more battery. So we'll see, right? We'll keep our eye on it since there's no real, I don't think there's any gauge. Well, they do, it does have an app, but I don't know how accurate that app is, but yeah. So yeah, all right, we're gonna go with this. And I'm gonna put some gloves on because it's getting 40, you got 47 degrees, and then you got the windshield factored in there because you're gonna be going what, 16, 17 miles an hour on the Ancheer, but I don't think I'm gonna be going that fast because I don't want to completely freeze to death. Let me at least start the Relive app. Oh, it's a lot better when you got gloves because it's, if my face is cold already and I'm only doing 6 miles an hour. Okay, but when your gloves are cold like that, that makes it even worse. Oh yeah, it's definitely cold. Wow, 40. What did I say was the minimum that I would go out and make a video? 40 degrees. It would have to be at least 40 degrees. I did some videos last year, it was 30. Let's see, I went out there one day, it was 26. I about died. And then I did a couple that was 39. It's, man, you really freeze when it's below 40 and you're going fast on one of these bikes. You're freezing. I mean, seriously. You need definitely, it's not your body, it's your face, and your hands. If you don't have gloves on, you're screwed, okay? I'm telling you that right now. If it's below 40 degrees and you're out here on an electric bike doing 15 miles an hour, you're gonna freeze to death. Okay? You're not gonna be able to take it for very long, believe me. I'm going right now 14 and it's really bad. It's really cold. I don't think it's cold to where it would affect the battery. It's not that kind of cold. I think it would have to get down to like 30 something. I don't think 47 degrees is going to affect the batteries at all, but if it gets down to 33 or something, 34, it's going to start doing that. I think. Oh, definitely the gloves are something you have to have. No doubt. Woo! Here, I'm gonna try to pedal this without power. With the battery turned off. Yeah, so see how much fun that is, right? It's not. Oh, okay, so this app here tells you at the bottom, what does that say? Oh, it gives you your average speed and your top speed. So my average speed is dropping as we speak. I'm at 6 miles an hour right now. It's my average, so I need to get going here. And then up the top it has your distance and time, and then in the middle, the big number is your speed. Okay, that's great. Great stuff. Okay, so when I get home today with this thing, I am gonna crack this open today, try to hook that battery on there that I got, that the one from the scooter. Try to get that to work on there. Maybe I'll bring it back out again tomorrow and try it at another trail. Man, these people are freaking nuts out here running. They're crazy, man. Yeah, well, another thing here too, guys, is that I'm in the I'm in all this shade. There's no sun, so if I was out here in the sun anywhere, I'd probably be feeling a lot better right now. But you know, we're in these clouds or under these trees, so it's all shady here, so it's a lot cooler than if I was in the direct sunlight. It would be feeling a lot better, but we're not. So now if I was on the McKeesport Trail on this concrete one over there, I would be a lot of the time in the sun, but here not much. God, there's somebody out there on the river. They're completely out of their minds. Okay, they're completely losing it. Yeah, because I'm very cold. I think I might be heading back here. I don't think I'm going to be going much longer. Wow, it's way colder than I thought, especially without no sun here. Wow. So I kind of know now that these trails, how great as they are when it's really cold. It's even colder out here because of this, because of all the shade. You're not getting any sun. If you were getting a steady stream of sun right here, because you can feel it in these little spots. See these little spots that pop up? It feels a lot better right there than it does in the clouds, in the cloudy area. The little sunny spot, it feels really nice, you know, when it hits you there for that couple of seconds. So maybe I'll just go to the cemetery and turn around. A quick ride today, a quickie. Maybe I'll go fly some drones. That's a good idea. I can stand there. See, right here, it feels great. Where this sun is, feels fantastic. You know what, maybe I'll go up to Lake Donegal tomorrow. Take the bike up there and ride it around up there for a little bit. That'd be something, huh? I wonder if Lake Somerset's open. It was 2 years that I haven't been up there. So I've been up to Lake Donegal or Somerset since the pandemic. The scamdemic. So I haven't been up there since then. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go up here to the cemetery, take a little break, and then just turn around and go back, maybe go fly some drones. Because it's too cold right now. It's So I guess for this, because I got some bikes coming that I'm going to have to review here before Christmas, so I have to get my butt out here and do this. So I'm just going to have to suck it up and get a heavier jacket, and I have some masks you can wear, you know, to cover your face where your eyes show through. So I'll just wear those. That'll help a lot. Now my hands are fine. It's just my face is really cold. Oh, look at this sun right here. I'm gonna stop there in that sun for a second. Oh, feel that. Oh, feel the goodness. Oh my goodness, what a difference. Okay guys, what a difference it is in this sun than it is in this shade. Huge difference. It's like being in this sun part right here, it's like standing under one of them heat lamps. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. I don't want to go back in the shade. I just see somebody go off the... Oh no, they just went in single file. I thought somebody went off the road there. Hey. Yeah, I'm turning around at the cemetery. It's too damn cold. If it was all sunny like this, I'd keep going, but it's not. You know, it's not going to be like this. This is a exception right here, this little spot. Now I got some, I don't know, I don't know if I want to go to Lake Donegal tomorrow, or the Beaver Run Reservoir, or Buffalo Bill's house. So I'm going back out that way to ride the bike across the Layton Bridge. So, yeah. They turned that place into a bed and breakfast, believe it or not. I think I'm going to stay there next year. Stay a night in that place. I think it's like $500. But, you know, you get the tour of the house. And I mean, the filming, they didn't do much filming there. Just that one scene, you know, when Clarice goes up to the door and rings the doorbell, and, you know, he comes out and answers the door with his face showing through there and runs off into the kitchen with the business cards flying and all that. That's the scene they filmed there. Basically, it was the ending scene. Now, that the basement and all that that's not where they filmed that. The kitchen is there. It's the kitchen, and that little living room area where the moth was with all the yarn and you know, the silk and all that crap was on the spools. That's all from in that house. And then the front door and the porch scenes and all that, that was all from that house. But the other stuff, the Hannibal stuff down there when he was down there in that little, that was the Allegheny County Jail. That's where they filmed that. Down in the basement of the Allegheny County Jail. And then the scene on there where, you know, he's in that little cage in Memphis. And then he's, you know, he strings that dude up, you know, on the, where the flag is and all that crap. That's the Soldiers and Sailors Museum, the main hall in there. So, which is actually all white. I think they must have painted it that brown or whatever for that scene. Now the elevator and all that stuff, that wasn't from there at all, actually. There was just the room, that big room where that cage was in the middle of the room. That was the Soldiers and Sailors Museum in Pittsburgh. So that's where that scene was filmed, right there. All right, guys, I'm gonna probably put the time lapse on to go back. Alright guys, I made it back, and yeah, okay, 7 miles, 32 minutes. I don't know what the average speed was, but I'll get that figured out here. I'll put the Relive app in there. Yeah, listen, okay, so I lost some air in this tire too. But anyway, you learn these lessons, man, when you're coming out here. Okay, so now I know if it's below 50 degrees and there's not a lot of sun out, I'm gonna have to dress a little bit better. I thought this sweatshirt I have on, which, hold on, I'll turn around. I have a sweatshirt on right here and the hat. The hat is fine. Okay, my head's warm. The gloves worked out great. It's just my chest and face. So I'm gonna have to wear a little bit heavier sweater and then that face shield, and it should be fine. Okay, but you don't know that kind of stuff until you come out here and do this. I mean, I did that stuff last year. It was 16 degrees or 26 degrees or something. Yeah, that was the stupid stuff. But yeah, so yeah, you learn. It'd have been fine out there if it was, if I would have had that little bit of better equipment. I'd have kept going, no problem. But yeah, I'm pretty cold. And I'm coming up on my 65th birthday, so it makes it even colder. And another thing I'll tell you too, I was just trying this out on the way back. Yeah, if you're only going 7 or 8 miles an hour pedaling, you're nowhere near as cold. But when you're trucking along 15, 20 miles an hour, that increases the wind chill dramatically, okay? So it makes it ultra colder if you're going 15 or 20 miles an hour compared to pedaling 8 miles an hour. It's a huge difference in the temperature. Huge. I mean, monstrous difference. So yeah, definitely you want to bundle up a little bit more when it's below 50. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later.
That's all, folks.